All right, my workout for this morning is done, and now it's time to work the brain. Give the old brain a little workout. So, welcome to Unique Devotion. Today we will continue chapter 20 of the book of Luke, and I will be reading the Pharisees. Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar? This is verse 20 through 26. Let's just hop right in. So they watched him and set spies who pretended to be righteous, that they might seize on his words in order to deliver him to the power and authority of the governor. Then they asked him, saying, Teacher, we know that you say and teach rightly, and you do not show personal favoritism, but teach the way of God in truth. Is it lawful for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But he perceived their craftiness and said to them, Why do you test me? Show me a denarius. Whose image and inscription does it have? They answered and said, Caesar's. And he said to them, Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. But they could not catch him in his words in the presence of the people. And they marveled at his answer and kept silent. It says that they marveled at his answer. I think they were at first thinking they were going to catch this guy and saying something wrong. Then he said something really profound that was just like, oh, made them think. Made them question maybe what they were doing there. Okay. In simple, I think it stands out pretty clear, and I'm sure God may put something else on your heart to think about today. But for me, do you give to God the things that are God's? Don't just think worldly things, also think of things internal. Do you give God the things that are God's? Throughout the day, there's all kinds of things that happen, all kinds of things that go on. We buy things, we purchase things, we get things, we see things, we feel things. The whole day is full of sensing and gaining and not gaining, losing, But throughout all the craziness of the day, are you even allowing your thoughts to penetrate to God, so to speak? Are you allowing your emotions, all those things kind of culminate to your actions? And, are you, as a created, loved, beautiful being, throughout the day, giving yourself in full to God? That's a very general question, but the giving of yourself in full is broken down into many, 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 many parts, many, 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 many moments. They say that time is precious. I say that time doesn't really exist. It's something man has created, but nevertheless, it is still precious. But there are moments even smaller than time, if you can picture that in your mind, and they add up to your fullness of life. So you kind of have to stop and think, maybe just one more time today, one time other than the rest of the day, and different from the things that you've done yesterday. Just one more time, pause, and try to give a thought, an emotion that you're having, good or bad, thoughts, good or bad, even an action. Try to give it to God. Pause for a moment and just sort of let it grow bigger than itself and see it for what it is. And do that. Just see how it feels. See how that if you feel anything, see how your brain reacts. See how your whole being reacts. And I think if you try that a couple times, you'll start to see there's some positive stuff going on there. A little more self-control, things like that. and you'll start to feel that connection. And as you do that, again and again, practice, 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 habit, 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 it'll grow into more than just once a day. And then life will start being easier. You'll start to make better decisions on a more regular basis. We strive for perfection, but we always fall short. I'm not asking for perfection, although I'm sure some of you out there are pretty darn close. So anyway, simple thoughts, crazy thoughts, profound thoughts, depends on your perspective. Please leave your comments, your God question down below. Always check the D box for music. Yeah. Anything else, go back, relook at a couple videos. I repeat a lot of ending video stuff. So I hope God gives you all the blessings you deserve today. Even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. Till next time, enjoy the scripture.